Welcome to this broadcast of Wheaton Thunder Women's Soccer on Wheaton College Radio, WETN TV, and over the internet at WETN.org. In today's matchup, the Wheaton Thunder Women's squad, ranked number 13 in the country and 10-2 on the season, 2-0 in conference play, will face the Lady Reds of Carthage College, who are 5-6 on the season. I'm Brian Miller, joined by Jennifer Klum, coming to you on this overcast but dry Friday afternoon from Joe Bean Stadium on the campus of Wheaton College. Let's get the starting lineups for today's game from Jennifer.
First, for the Carthage College Lady Reds, starting in goal, number 1, Angela Spinelli. Number 5, Sarah Scardamaglia. Number 6, Kelsey Harrington. Number 7, Maria Corosis. Number 8, Jackie Krug. Number 10, Shannon Chelsna. Number 13, Deborah Kozlowski. Number 15, Cassie Jabik. Number 20, Rachel Jason. Number 21, Katie Rosenbrook. And number 22, Kayla Tripp. And for your Wheaton College Thunder, starting in goal, number 0, Hillary Barretto. Number 2, Allie Kopelman. Number 4, Caitlin Kishkunis. Number 5, Jamie Orweiler. Number 6, Brittany Berg. Number 9, Maria Delatorre. Number 10, Carrie Shannon. Number 11, Lauren Anderson. Number 16, Taryn Lee. Number 17, Kristen Clark. And finally, number 24, Caitlin Libadour.
Both these teams coming off a little bit of a break here. Wheaton has not played since last Saturday. Carthage has not seen any action since September 30th. Wheaton winning last Saturday 2-0 against Hope. We're about to kick off. Carthage will be moving left to right to start in all black with white numbers, as they will take the ball to start. Wheaton moving right to left, white tops, blue shorts with blue numbers. Carthage will hit it forward here on the near side as we're underway. Lauren Anderson knocking it back for the Thunder. Delatorre taking control to Orweiler in the midfield, moving back now to Kishkunis on the far side. Kishkunis finding some space up to the midfield stripe, finds Berg. Berg will cut it back towards the middle. Wheaton and Carthage here on WETN. Wheaton looking to go 3-0 in conference play on the season, as Clark will take it in the midfield for the Thunder. Loses it now. Carthage sends it to Kishkunis, who finds Delatorre quickly forward. Delatorre able to win control here on the near side, right at the edge of the attacking third. Kopelman now moving down the sideline, just loses it, and Carthage will have a throw 1 minute into this game. Carthage throw on the near side, headed forward by Scardamaglia. Taken away by Orweiler here in the middle. Foul called on number 6 for Carthage. That's Kelsey Harrington pulling the shirt of Jamie Orweiler. Wheaton with a free kick. Kishkunis quickly restarts to Delatorre here on the near side. Finds Kopelman, who tries to turn the corner towards the end line. Now pulls it back, shielding the defender away. Moves to her right now. Right-footed cross into the box. Headed up into the air by Carthage and punched over the goal by their keeper, Angela Spinelli. And that'll be the first corner kick on the day for the Thunder, 1 minute and 38 seconds into the game.
Yeah, as that cross went right off the defender's head, that goalkeeper got caught a little off her line. She backed up and fortunately was able to punch it over the crossbar, but if she hadn't punched that ball, that was on goal. That would have been a goal for the Thunder.
Delatorre will take the first corner of the day from the far corner, as Wheaton moving right to left. It'll be a right-footed cross into the box. Brittany Berg parked right on the line. High cross into the air. Looking for Shannon, unable to get to it. Clark heads it on the near side for Wheaton. Orweiler back to Clark, who tries to cross it into the box. And we've got a foul on offside actually on Kristen Clark. Free kick for Carthage. The Lady Reds will kick it out of their own end. Carthage having a little bit of a down year this year compared to their performance last year. Carthage was 17-4 last year and finished tied for second. Here's a breakaway for Carthage. Number 13, shot on goal. Barretto able to make the save. That was Kozlowski getting between the Wheaton defense. Yeah,
as what we've seen so far, Carthage looking to play a very direct style of soccer. Right there, that ball was played actually right into the box, and I think we were more looking for the keeper to come off her line there, but she stayed on her line, and the defense just got caught a little too forward.
First chance for Carthage about 2.5 minutes in, as Taryn Lee now has it for the Thunder. The edge of the attacking third, moving to her right across the field, taken away by Carthage. Long ball ahead. Be tracked down by Lauren Anderson here. Again, Chesna giving chase this time for the Lady Reds. Anderson able to corral the far side to Kishkunis. Looking for Shannon. Passes it back to Kishkunis. Back to Anderson at the edge of the box. Taken away by Harrington. Harrington shot in and grabbed by Barreto on one bounce.
Barreto did a nice job there of getting her body behind the ball right there. A nice clean catch. As I'm watching the Thunder right now, it looks like we're making very slow decisions. I'd like to see the speed of play here pick up here as we kind of warm up and kind of get going in this game here.
Liebador looking forward for Clark, taken away by J-Beck, taken back by Delatorre, over the midfield line. Has some space in front of her, cuts it back around the defender, looks for Orweiler in the middle. We'll find Shannon on the far side. Moves back to the middle of the field. The freshman Shannon finds Taryn Lee just outside the box. Back to Shannon. Looking forward for Kopelman, who drops it off to Delatorre. Left-footed cross, top of the box. Orweiler can't quite get a head on it. Berg knocks it forward. And it's knocked out by Krug for Carthage on the far side.
Yeah, that was a beautiful cross by Mia. And Orweiler tried to get her head up there, get her head on the ball, but that just was a little too high. Berg followed it up. Kind of kept it in play, but it was cleared out by the Lady Reds.
No score here, Wheaton and Carthage, 4.5 minutes in. Both teams have had one chance, as Carthage will get a goal kick here off the foot of Taryn Lee. A chilly day here at Joe Bean Stadium. The high was supposed to be in the low 50s. I don't think we ever got there.
I'm not sure we did either.
Earlier in the day, it was a wind chill of about 42, and we'll only get chillier here as the night goes along. Liebador now knocks it back to Anderson. We'll move it here to the near side. Finds Kristen Clark. Knocked out by Carthage.
Right there in the back, Lauren did a good job of opening up her hips, not letting the forwards know which way she was going to play the ball, and she was able to buy herself a little bit of space here to then play the ball out to the wing.
Taryn Lee finds Orweiler in the middle. Left-footed pass forward, trying to find Kopelman making a run. It'll be knocked out by Carthage. Actually saved at the edge of the line. Here's Liebador. We'll bring it back to midfield. Lauren Anderson knocking it forward as two Carthage players giving chase. Looks like they're trying to be aggressive on the offensive end. Here as Kopelman holds it. Finds Clark, middle of the field, right at the edge of the attacking third to Lee. Tries to flick it back to Kopelman making a run. It'll be knocked out by Carthage.
Right now, the forwards for Carthage are playing so far forward that there's this big space between their midfield and their forward, their front line.
Taryn Lee turns the corner, left-footed cross into the box. Couple Carthage defenders able to knock it away, and that's Scardamaglia from nearby in West Chicago knocking it out.
As I was saying, anytime the Thunder defense win the ball, they have about 15 yards in front of them of green space where they can just go forward and carry the ball.
Thunder throwing it in. Delatorre enters the box, right-footed cross. Berg and Shannon giving chase on the far side. Neither able to get it back towards the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Carthage. 38:30 remaining, no score. The Thunder and the Lady Reds. Carthage defeated Wheaton last year in their one matchup, beating Wheaton 2-1 at Carthage on October 15th. Carthage and Wheaton both finishing second in the CCIW last year. The first time Wheaton has not won the conference since women conference play started. Delatorre sending it forward for Lee. Elbow of the box on the near side, trying to send it towards goal with the left foot, and it's grabbed by Spinelli, the keeper. And she'll wait for the players to clear.
One thing we've noticed about this Wheaton team throughout the course of the season is that they've been having lots of opportunities, a lot of shots on goals, opportunities to score, and yet we haven't been finding the back of the net very often. And I think, you see some of that even today. In soccer, it's a game where you have to be really patient. You may only win a game 1-0, but with the number of shots that this Wheaton team has been getting on goal, you'd expect that they'd be putting more balls in the back of the net.
Rachel Jason loses it for Carthage at midfield. Taryn Lee now streaking down the left side. She's stripped up in the box. Both players go down, Lee and the defender.
Defender is slow to get up here. She's still on the ground.
The official calling coach over. We'll get a timeout here on the field with 37:15 remaining in this first half.
Yeah, this ball about 12 yards out from the end line. Trainers coming onto the field here to attend to this player.
37:15 remaining. Wheaton and Carthage remaining in the first half. as Wheaton will prepare for a penalty kick. Taryn Lee taken down on the near side.
And it looks like sophomore Jamie Orweiler will step up to the stripe and take this penalty kick. In other CCIW action, tonight at 7 o'clock, the Wheaton College men's team will be taking on the Carthage Reds.
Yes, the Red Men of Carthage.
And tomorrow, the Wheaton College men's football team will be playing Augie at 1 p.m. at McCulley Field.
All those games, of course, live here on WETN, and this weekend, all part of homecoming weekend here at Wheaton College. There's a powder puff game going on the football field nearby here, so if you hear some big cheering in the background that's not connected to the soccer play, that's where it's coming from. Orweiler looks like she'll take the penalty kick. 37-15 left in this first half. Spinelli, the goalie.
Orweiler waiting to take this kick.
The official give the signal. Orweiler, goal, Thunder.
Very nicely done. Jamie just went ahead, put the ball in the lower right-hand corner. Keeper actually dove towards that side. Actually looked like from this angle she might have even had an opportunity to get a piece on it, but she did a nice job of placing it in that lower corner, far enough out from the middle of the goal that the keeper wasn't able to get a piece on that. So score now, Thunder 1, Carthage Lady Reds 0, with 37 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Jamie Orweiler, her fourth goal of the season. Penalty kick drawn by Taryn Lee, making a run into the box just a short while ago. Foul here on Wheaton, as Carthage will have a free kick just inside their half of the field.
You know, as an official, it's always a really difficult decision to know whether to make that call when that foul is in the box, but Taryn really got taken down pretty hard, and I think that was a good call on the official's part.
It's Katie Rosenbrook who took her down as Carthage sends one over the net, over the Thunder net. Wheaton will have a goal kick with 36:30 remaining. It'll be Lauren Anderson taking it from the edge of the 8-yard box. She'll clear it to near midfield. Sent forward by Carthage. Delatorre giving chase for the Thunder. She'll have a throw here on the near side. Long throw to Orweiler in space. The edge of the attacking third. Now moving to the middle of the field. Orweiler looking for Berg in the middle. Knocked back by Carthage. Clark will take it for the Thunder. Carthage now pops it forward. Kishkunis taking it on the far side. And she'll try to knock it back to Anderson. We've got a foul there on Anderson. Anderson averting a breakaway opportunity. There was Shannon Chesna making a run on the far side.
Yeah, she really wasn't. She wasn't too patient in that situation. She really wanted to go in for the tackle. Almost fortunately, I would say fortunately, we got called for a foul there, and like you said, kind of averted here a breakaway situation.
Free kick for Carthage, just inside midfield. High cross into the top of the box, headed to the side here, near side. Delatorre will clear it with the left foot. Sent back forward by Tripp for Carthage. Kopelman will knock it to Delatorre, back to Lee Badur, who sends it forward, looking for Taryn Lee here on the near side. Lee trying to turn the corner here on Jackie Krug. Able to do so, edge of the box. One-on-one, Taryn Lee moving to her left and taken away by the defender.
That was a great play here in the back. The Thunder played the ball up, back, and then through. Taryn Lee did a great job using her body to try to get around the defender there, and tried to use a move here to beat the defender, but the defender did a good job of being patient and watching the ball and was able to win the tackle.
34-45 left in this first half. Wheaton leading 1-0. Two teams fighting for possession here at midfield. Carthage knocking it forward, looking for Scardamaglia. And they'll have it at midfield here, blocked by Kopelman. Carrie Shannon moving to the middle of the field, right in the middle of the midfield circle, sending it here to the near side for Delatorre. A little too far, though, to roll out the near side. Throw for Carthage. This will be Scardamaglia taking the throw. Knocked back by Carthage now. They'll send it back to Rosenbrook, who will clear it forward here on the near side, out to the Thunder bench. And Lee Badur will throw right at midfield. Only goal of the game thus far, a penalty kick by Jamie Orweiler. Penalty in the box called on Taryn Lee, as Clark now has it in the middle of the field, looking to the far side for Berg. Berg able to recover the ball.
Yeah, Berg did a nice job of checking back to the ball there. Didn't give up on that one. Even though the Thunder lost it, she was doing her part to try to maintain possession of the ball.
Jason now with it at midfield for Carthage. Now sent forward again. The Chesna on the far side. Lauren Anderson back, and Barreto will grab it. Leading scorer thus far this season for Carthage is Rachel Jason. 12 points on the season, 5 goals and 2 assists. She won the last game Carthage played a week and a half ago against the University of Dubuque with a goal late in the second overtime to give Carthage a win. Ball rolls in on the near side here on the box. Kopelman giving chase, and it'll be cleared out by Kayla Tripp.
Yeah, that pressure that Kopelman put on the defender, I believe that's Tripp back there. I can't actually see right now, but she did a great job of forcing her just to play the ball out of bounds. Thunder now attacking.
Lee, a high cross into the box, headed forward by Shannon. Berg now has it on the far side, looking to cut back. It'll be knocked away by Rosenbrook. Berg recovers. Rosenbrook and Berg giving chase. Berg, edge of the box, looking towards the middle. Taryn Lee will take it. Dropped it off for Shannon. Right-footed shot into the box, taken by the keeper, Spinelli.
Thunder doing a nice job here of looking to cross the ball. We've had several crosses off the foot of Mia Del Torre right there off of Lee, which have given the Thunder opportunities, scoring opportunities here early in this first half. The score still Wheaton 1, Carthage 0 with about 32 minutes remaining in this first half.
Taryn Lee trying to drop it off for Kopelman there, making a diagonal run at the edge of the box, knocked back by Carthage. Shannon will send it forward. But Spinelli, the keeper, coming midway out through the box and will grab it. Give it a boot with the right foot to the midfield stripe. It's be Libador heading it forward for the Thunder. Clark now trying to knock it back. Carthage will lose it to Wheaton. Here's Del Torre here on the near side. Giving chase.
Yeah, we see a lot of high pressure here, high pressure defense by the forwards and midfielders from Carthage, but official called a foul, and now we will have Kish Kunis on the free kick.
Scarta Baglia called for the foul just inside the Thunder half of the field. Kishkunis will give a short restart to Libador, sends it forward, looking for Kopelman, working here on the near side. Allie Kopelman keeps it in bounds, looks to turn to her right, tries to drop it off to Taryn Lee, a little bit too far for Lee, and Spinelli will grab it.
All right, we want to give a little shout out right now to Laura Karsten, a member of the Wheaton College women's soccer team and also of the Wheaton College women's basketball team. Earlier this season, Laura tore her ACL and yesterday underwent successful surgery to repair that ACL. So Laura, we want to wish you a speedy recovery, and we know you're in good hands, and we're glad your surgery was successful, and we look forward to being able to see you back on the field here at Joe Bean Stadium and on the court and King Arena as well.
Wheaton now with a throw on the far side. Carrie Shannon will throw it in, looking for Taryn Lee. 2 defenders come over. Knocked away by Carthage. That was Kozlowski knocking it to midfield. Lauren Anderson there to grab it for the Thunder. Ahead to Kishkunis, working on that far sideline. Knocked off a Carthage player. Wheaton will throw again. Kishkunis will be backed up a little bit by the official towards the midfield stripe. Looking for someone to throw to here on the far side. Looking for Berg. Headed back by Carthage towards the middle. And out now by the Thunder. There was Shannon knocking it out. Our first substitute of the day. Julie Schmolt entering the game. A 5-3 forward for Carthage. With 29:45 remaining here in this first half. Wheaton leading 1-0. Homecoming women's soccer here on WETN as Kristen Clark will send it forward for Lee. Dropped it off for Orweiler. Orweiler, right-footed shot, wide of the far post.
That was well done. Orweiler always is, one thing I like about the way Orweiler plays is she is always looking to make runs for her teammates, because right there, you know, Taryn Lee is a player that she will find your feet if you make a good run, and she did just that. Taryn Lee was targeted, played it wide to Orweiler. Orweiler shot just wide of the goal.
It was the 4th shot on the day for the Thunder here as Carthage looks to send it forward. The rollout here on the near side off a Wheaton player, so Schmolt, who just entered the game for Carthage, will throw it in. Looking for Rachel Jason. Lee Bedore intercepts for the Thunder. Kopelman coming back to take possession of this ball. She'll drop it back to Kishkunis right here on the near sideline. Knocks it through the legs of a Carthage defender. Carthage throw right at midfield. Kayla Tripp throws it in. Tripp will send it to midfield now. Looking for some help here on the near side. Knocked out by Wheaton. It'll be a throw again for Carthage.
Looked like Mia was trying to target Kopelman, but sent that ball right out of bounds.
Carthage here sending it down the near side. Rachel Jason, the leading scorer for Carthage. The freshman wins a corner. No, it'll be knocked out by Jason. We'll have a goal kick for the Thunder. It's hard to see here from the press box, this near corner.
Little blind spot we have up here.
As Wheaton will send it forward. Headed forward by Kopelman. Orweiler giving chase for Wheaton. She has it here on the near side. She'll slow it down here as Tripp comes back for Carthage. Dropped off to Taryn Lee into the middle of the box. Finds Berg. Berg sends it to Kopelman. Kopelman looking to get off a shot. Can't do so. Orweiler, a left-footed shot.
Oh,
that hard shot, but Spinelli right there.
That was well done. That ball was just played right up the wing here to Taryn Lee. Taryn sent it to the middle. All right, kind of a little scuffle or scramble in the box, and then Orweiler got a nice left foot on it, but just couldn't put it far enough out wide to get a goal. Sent it right to the keeper.
Lauren Anderson knocking it forward for the Thunder. Carthage trying to settle it down, but taken away by Berg. Berg finds Lee. The edge of the attacking third, drops it off for Shannon on the far side. Right-footed pass back to Lee, a little bit too far though. Carthage will take it back. Jason right in the middle of the field, looking for some help up there. Found Harrington, but Lee Bedore will knock it back for the Thunder for Berg on the far side.
Lee Bedore had a nice awareness there to know that she needed to step forward and win that ball because we were a little out of position here in the midfield.
Berg sends it forward for Lee, edge of the box on the far side. Cross into the box. Kopelman, unable to get a full foot on that, and Spinelli picks it up.
It was a nice ball there on the ground given by Taryn Lee. Kopelman there, but just couldn't execute.
Spinelli knocks it to midfield as Carthage looks to settle. Kristen Clark giving chase for the Thunder. Sent forward, Lee Bedore will take it for Wheaton. Drops it off to Anderson. Just outside the 18-yard box, moving to the far side of the field, finds Shannon on the far side. The freshman looking for some help, looking for Berg right at the midfield stripe, coming back to get it. Back to Kishkunis, who tries to send it forward, but intercepted by Carthage. Far side, looking for the middle of the field. Lee Bedore will chase it down. Actually knocked forward by Julie Schmolt. Shot on goal that was quite wide here to the near side, and Barreto will set it up for a Lauren Anderson goal kick.
Yeah, I like the idea there. The Thunder did a good job of changing their point of attack. They used their defenders to kind of horseshoe. They were out here on the left, and they swung it back through Lauren out to the wing, looked to play it forward, back, and through. But Carthage just stepped in there and won the ball. But right idea, definitely looking to possess, looking to target your teammates.
25:30 remaining in this first half. Wheaton leading 1-0 as Lee Bedore sends it forward for Lee. Right at midfield. And Carthage will back off. Now Lee coming forward. To the near side for Kopelman. Knocked out by Kayla Tripp. Kopelman will throw quickly, looking for Lee. Edge of the box, near side. And knocked out by the defender. This time Jackie Krug knocking it out. Wheaton will have a throw just inside the near corner. The attacking end of the field. Kopelman setting up for a long throw here, coming off the pitch to run and make this throw. Inside the box here on the near side, looking for Lee. Lee not able to get to it. As two players go down, Carthage will just punch it forward here on the near side as Lee Bedore controls for Wheaton. Drops it back for Anderson. Left-footed pass forward by Anderson to Kopelman. Quick flick to Taryn Lee. Trying to move through two defenders, taken away by Tripp again.
Yeah, if there had just been one defender there, Taryn would have had that, but when she's double-teamed, it makes it a little bit more difficult.
De La Torre with a nice move to regain possession for the Thunder. Edge of the attacking third, moving to the middle. Right-footed shot into the box, and Spinelli is there. Berg was giving chase as well for the Thunder.
Yeah, right there, Mia probably had about another 10 yards before she could take that shot, and she put it on frame, but she could have a better shot on goal if she carried that ball in that space, which she's very capable of doing.
Taryn Lee with it now, sending it to the far side of the box for Carrie Shannon. Pops a shot up, and over the fence here on the left side of the field. Wheaton's 7th shot on the day. 23:45 remaining in this first half. Wheaton 1, Carthage 0.
Goal kick for the Lady Reds. Ball's up. Jamie Orweiler heads it forward. Taryn Lee's chasing that ball down. Got a little scramble here in the box, picked up by the goalkeeper, Angela Spinelli.
We've seen a couple of scrums here today in the box right in front of the goalkeeper, but Spinelli doing a good job to grab it eventually. Here's Orweiler with some room. Moving forward. Left-footed shot into the box, blocked by Rosenbrook for Carthage with their body. Orweiler sends a left-footed cross into the box, headed away. Berg giving chase. Back to Clark for Wheaton.
We've seen Jamie Orweiler get a lot of great shots off with her left foot in these last couple games. She's got a very strong foot, doing a great job of getting good looks. And we have a throw-in for the Thunder here on the far side. Ball tapped out by the Lady Reds.
Berg will throw it into Lee right at the edge of the box. Then a few feet to the end line. 2 defenders coming over now, knocked away. Carthage trying to send it forward. It'll go off Berg. That was Maria Carosis playing defense for Carthage on the far side. They'll throw. Fighting for possession now on the far side. It'll be won by Kishkunis.
Kishkunis working to maintain possession of that ball. Ball sent to the middle of the field.
Clark now, lots of space. Moving forward. Pass ahead to Kopelman, right at the edge of the box. Tries to drop it off to Delatorre, but too soft of a pass. Carthage intercepts. Carthage now right at midfield. Be taken away by Kopelman. Liebador and Kopelman combining there to take it away.
Kopelman looked as she was holding the ball, her back to the goal, really looking for someone to make a run off of her there, and didn't have anything else to do but lay the ball back. And so she looked to play that ball. Didn't connect with her feet, but in that kind of a situation, she had tough pressure on her back, and she needed her teammates to kind of make a run there. We had a lot of space here on this near corner.
Berg goes down on the far side, working against Carosis. We'll have a foul on Carosis. Thunder will have a free kick on the far side, about 15 feet outside the elbow of the box on the far side, with 21:20 remaining. Wheaton leading 1-0. Kishkunis will take this free kick. 2 players in the wall for Carthage, right at the edge of the box.
Defense holding about 10 yards out from the end line.
Kishkunis, right footed cross into the box. Taryn Lee unable to head it into goal. Kopelman giving chase now. Again, a scrum in front of the goal. And Jason will clear for Carthage.
As the keeper stepped forward to try to win that ball, she was just able to, it looked like she actually attempted to catch that ball, couldn't make a clean catch, so there was a little scramble there while there was an open goal, but Wheaton wasn't able to put the ball in the back of the net there.
Foul now by Harrington for Carthage at midfield, as Wheaton will have a free kick right at the midfield stripe. A quick restart by Anderson. Kishkunis dribbling now, middle of the field, has space in front of her. Right-footed shot into the box.
And that's a great shot for her.
Spinelli grabs it.
That's a great shot for her. She saw she had all this space. She's got a great right foot. She uses it on restarts all the time. Why not use it in the middle of the game, too? I like that she saw that open space. She carried the ball. She actually probably had a few more yards there before she needed to take that ball, but that's a great idea, and I'm sure Coach is happy to see her do it.
Taryn Lee looking forward for Berg, knocked away by the Carthage defense as Lauren Anderson heads it to the far side. Kishkunis giving chase. She's able to keep it in on the far side, right at midfield, looking forward for Berg or Shannon. Knocked forward by Carosis, headed by Kishkunis.
Yeah, the Thunder have a lot of speed on that right side between Kishkunis and Berg. They're able to keep a lot of balls that would normally go out. They're able to keep them in bounds due to their speed.
Carosis now settling for Carthage, knocks it back to Rosenbrook, who will pop it up on the far side, almost into the stands, with 19:30 remaining in this first half. Wheaton with 1 goal on the day off a penalty kick, leading right now in shots 9-1. As Taryn Lee loses it on the far side.
Yeah, the majority of our play here has been in the Thunder offensive third, or at least the offensive half. We haven't seen too many opportunities here for Carthage. But yet, like you said, score still just 1-0 after about 26 minutes of play.
Orweiler working edge of the box, trying to cross it into the box, off the defender. It'll win a corner for the Thunder. That time knocked off, I believe, Casey Jaybeck of Carthage.
And it looks like Mia Delatorre is going to go ahead and put a foot on this one. No short corner this time. Once again, Brittany Berg, that seems to be her specialty, always right on the keeper there, right on the goal line.
Carthage also with 3 defenders inside the goal here. As Delatorre will take the corner from the far side. Into the box. Wheaton unable to get to it. They'll win another corner, though, on the far side. Well, as Coach Felsky has said after some of these recent games, lots of shots, but not too many goals. Against Hope a week ago, 36-6 in favor of the Thunder in shots, but only a 2-0 win. Delatorre will cross again. This one high and over the net. Maybe a gust of wind grabbed that one.
We definitely do have a little wind out here today.
Jen Carlson checks into the game for Carthage. Carlson from Lombard, Illinois. Number of local players on this Carthage team. Kenosha only about 70 to 75 miles north of Wheaton. They draw a number of athletic recruits from the Chicago areas. Delatorre will settle it for Wheaton. Looks for Clark in the middle. Clark going far side to Berg. Berg comes forward to get the ball. Krosis goes down. Berg trying to turn the corner. High cross into the box. Nice block there by the defender. That was Kayla Tripp shielding Ellie Kopelman away from the ball, and it'll be a goal kick for Carthage.
That was well done by Brittany Berg. She really checked back. She felt the defender kind of lose her footing. The defender went down, still stuck with it, but as she lost her footing, Brittany was able to round the corner there. Got a good look. Looked like she was either trying to take a shot or send it towards that far post, and did a nice job of creating an opportunity there for the Thunder.
Jaybeck with it now for Carthage, right at midfield. Clark marking her. Jaybeck sends it forward. Shannon drops it off for Lauren Anderson, who sends it back to Shannon. Wheaton leading 1-0 with 16:50 left. On a chilly October day here at Joe Bean Stadium. Decent crowd in the stands today. It is homecoming weekend here on the Wheaton campus. The crowd looks well equipped with umbrellas today.
Yeah, we have a decent crowd for how rainy it's been. You've seen a lot of Thunder fans and, you know, definitely fans from opposing teams as well, but have been pretty good turnouts here the last couple of games, especially in light of the weather.
Carrie Shannon knocks it out for the Thunder. It'll be a throw for Carthage on the far side, just around midfield here. This will be Katie Rosenbrook taking, actually it'll be a free kick just inside midfield. Rosenbrook, right-footed kick forward, headed forward by Orweiler, settled by Taryn Lee, right at the midfield stripe now. Lee looking for Kopelman. The defense steps in front of it, but Orweiler able to send it forward to Delatorre to Kopelman here on the near side. Moving towards the elbow of the box. Moving it with the right foot against Krug. Now still has it here on the near side. Going to cross it into the box. She cuts it back to her left. Krug knocks it away. And the ball knocked past the end line. It'll be off the Thunder. Goal kick, Carthage.
Yeah, Ellie Kopelman did a great job there of seeing a lot of space. She was trying to really draw her defender out wide to create space for the ball carrier, and then she actually had the ball sent out wide to her, but that run really freed up space either to slot that ball or, like I said, to clear up space for the ball carrier to take the ball to goal.
Delatorre finds Lee on the header. Lee looking for Orweiler, knocked away by Carthage. It'll be moved back to midfield as Clark pops it up for Wheaton. Shannon giving chase on the far side. It's also Kozlowski for Carthage. Now takes the ball, working on Shannon. Shannon able to win it away from Kozlowski, forward to Taryn Lee. Lee cuts it back towards the middle of the field. Left-footed pass to Kopelman, right at the top of the box. Kopelman biding her time. 2 defenders there, though. Krosis in there for Carthage. She drops it off for Berg. Berg now trying to turn to her right. Right-footed cross into the box, finds Orweiler. Right-footed one-timer wide of the far post. But the officials rule off the Carthage defender. Corner for Wheaton.
You know, one thing that's interesting is typically when, at least in the games that I've watched this season, when Taryn Lee gives the ball up, she makes great passes, but then we haven't really kind of connected the ball back to her. You know, and when the ball's off her foot, it's not finding its way back to her foot. And I'd like to see it find the way back to her foot more often.
Crossed by Della Torre, here to the near side of the goal, and Taryn Lee knocks it out for the Thunder. With 14:05 remaining here in this first half, some substitutes for the two teams. Number 12 entering the game for Carthage, Hannah Sopeth. Two substitutes for the Thunder, number 25 and number 3, Shelby Anthony and Amy Thomas. Checking in for Kopelman and Clark. Goal kick for Carthage, sent by Carosis, headed by Carlson, and knocked out by Carthage. It'll be a throw for Shannon on the far side. Quick restart to Brittany Berg. And the officials whistle that start was a little too quick. And Shannon will do it again. Carrie Shannon throws, looking for Kishkunis. Pops it forward for Berg, but Carosis heads it forward. Shannon will try to settle it down for Wheaton. Now Carthage looking to move in the middle of the field. That's Rachel Jason giving chase, but knocked back to Lauren Anderson. With some space in front of her. Anderson called for the foul here right at midfield against Julie Schmaltz. Schmaltz took it away from Anderson, and Anderson a little bit too aggressive on trying to get it back.
Yeah, that touch just got a little too far away from her, a couple yards too far. Right idea, she had the space to step forward. That would have been a great opportunity for her to step forward, as we know she likes to do. But that touch was just a little too far away from her body that time.
Rosenbrook with the free kick headed forward by Kishkunis. Thomas not able to track it down. Carthage will throw again. Rosenbrook or Tripp will come up to take this throw. Tripp on the throw, right inside midfield. Looking forward, taken by Della Torre. To Kishkunis, back to Della Torre, working here on the near side. And Della Torre will settle it down. Long right-footed pass, finding Brittany Berg in the middle of the field. Berg moving to her left, trying to get to the top of the box. Carosis knocking it away. It'll go out here on the near side with 12:05 remaining. Thomas will throw for the Thunder. Looking for Berg, who's all alone here on the near side of the box. Now the defender, Tripp, comes back. Berg sends it into the box, looking for Taryn Lee. Lee turns, and we've got an offsides flag.
No, it looks like
a foul.
Yeah, he called a foul,
foul,
actually. Yeah, he actually motioned with his arms that he thought Taryn Lee was holding the defender, and actually, that's actually not holding the defender, but that's one of her specialties, playing with her back to that goal, because she's a really strong player, and she can turn on people when she has her back to the goal. So called for a foul, ball restarted, and Thunder knock it forward.
That'll be Brittany Berg on the far side, giving chase. Carosis able to get a piece of it here as Carthage able to clear it out. That goal just a moment ago, had it been allowed, would have been Taryn Lee's 14th on the season, but as it was called for a hooking call, looked like a basketball or a football call there.
Yeah, it looked like she was posting up, pretty much is what it looked like. She was posting up on the block.
Liebedor will send it forward for Orweiler. Just outside the midfield circle. Orweiler back to Liebedor. And Liebedor will knock it back. Anderson has to give chase here on the near side. It's Kelsey Harrington applying the pressure for Carthage. Harrington knocks it out. It'll be a throw for Liebedor. In the Thunder defending third. Substitute for the Thunder, Val Lilly entering the game. She'll come in for Brittany Berg with 10:30 remaining in this first half.
You know, the Thunder have done a great job of possessing, and they've been maintaining, like I said, possession of the ball for the majority of the half. But at the same time, you know, we haven't seen a lot of really dangerous scoring opportunities. We've seen opportunities, we've seen shots, but we haven't seen really dangerous shots on the goal.
Carthage able to keep possession of the ball. It was Shelby Anthony trying to get away for the Thunder. Pass into the far side. Lauren Anderson clears it out. Kishkunis back to Anderson now, moving up on the far side. Sees an opportunity. Finds Taryn Lee right in the middle of the field. Kishkunis, unable to connect with Lee. And Lee commits the foul against number 8, Jackie Krug. Would be a free kick for Carthage.
Sometimes, you know, when Taryn gets called for fouls like that, I think that, you know, her body is physically stronger than some of these other players, and even though their bodies are bouncing off of hers, that doesn't necessarily mean that she's always fouling. You know, the foul that he called there, I totally agree with. She did kind of have her arms around her, but sometimes it's hard when you're a really strong player.
Rosenbrook with a long free kick for Carthage. Knocked off the goal line, or the edge of the box line by Della Torre. Carthage will take it back. Looking for an opportunity, but losing it to the Thunder. Taryn Lee now sends it forward for Thomas. Thomas racing down the near side. Will slow it down. finds Lee. Lee moving towards the edge of the box. Lee, left foot pass to Lily. Right-footed shot saved by Spinelli, but we'll have a corner for the Thunder on the far side.
And that's one of the times I really like what Amy Thomas did there. She was really looking. She made a visual pass to her teammate. She saw Taryn continue her run after she had sent the ball out wide and was able to send that ball right back to her feet and really create a really dangerous opportunity for the Thunder because Taryn sent the ball wide to Lily. Lily looked to get a shot, earn the Thunder a corner.
Shannon with a high cross into the box. Lily going up for the header there. 2 players going down. Delatorre will settle it down here on the near side. Shot back into the box by Delatorre. A hard shot right into the stomach of Spinelli, who grabs. It will be a goal kick for Carthage. 11 shots for the Thunder on the day. The 1 goal coming on a Jamie Orweiler penalty kick earlier in this first half. Orweiler now moving towards the middle, edge of the box. Cuts it back, looking for the far side for Taryn Lee. Krosis giving chase for Carthage, tracks it down and sends it forward for Sopeth.
It's kind of interesting how that all just played out because number 9 for Carthage here kind of just ran away from Orweiler as Orweiler was headed towards the goal. It looks like there might have been a little bit of a miscommunication there, and you know, fortunate for them, number 9 then saw that she was headed towards goal, got a piece of it, knocked it out wide, deflected the ball. But at the same time, we need to start making use of some of those situations. Like we said, one of the issues that this Thunder team is having is that we're not able to find the back of the net as often as we would like. But at the same time, you know, they are keeping the other team under pressure. All right, they are having opportunities. We just are looking forward to those opportunities resulting in more goals for the Thunder.
Shannon now looking forward for Lily, giving chase against Krosis. Krosis will knock it back into the box and sent forward by Carthage. Shelby Anthony able to keep it in for the Thunder.
It's a nice idea there for Lily. She saw all that space and knew that she could, you know, play the ball into the space, and her teammate had time and space to run onto the ball.
So Lily now for the Thunder. Left-footed pass towards the top of the box. Thomas goes down for the Thunder. Delatorre will take it back, pops it up into the box. Taryn Lee trying to get a left-footed volley shot on there, and it'll be taken by Spinelli.
Once again, nice cross there by Mia, doing a great job of sending the ball to the far post here from this near side.
6:45 left in this first half. Wheaton leading 1-0. Wheaton has had the majority of opportunities thus far. As Anderson has it on the far side, drops it back to Anthony. Will send it forward with the right foot. Taryn Lee now has it. Lee moving towards the middle of the field. Top of the box. Into the box. Left-footed shot. Spinelli with the save on the near side.
Yeah, that was a well-struck ball. If she could have had that ball far post, that would have been a goal. But she also had a lot of pressure coming from that side. The defender was forcing her to take a shot at that near post, which is what she took, and the keeper did a great job of covering the near post there and caught that ball cleanly.
Kashkunis will send it forward now for the Thunder, taken back by Krosis for Carthage, looking forward for Harrington. Trying to settle it down in the middle. It's Liebedour providing the pressure for Wheaton. Dropped off for Schmolt, trying to find Harrington again, but Delatorre takes it away. Long pass, near side to Taryn Lee. Lee trying to cut it back. Rosenbrook and Lee, a few shoves back and forth there. Official calling a foul on Taryn Lee as Rosenbrook will take this free kick.
Yeah, Taryn hasn't really had many calls go her way here today, unfortunately, but the good thing is that she's been fighting for possession, and she's been fighting for possession even as, you know, as far high as the 18, which I like to see. I like that style of soccer. I like high pressure defense.
A couple substitutes into the game. Number 18 for Carthage, Michelle Shoby, and Mary Beth Grove, number 18 for Wheaton, as Lauren Anderson will settle it down.
Good decision. Good decision by Anderson. She had a lot of pressure coming her, and she's the last line of defense. Looks to play it forward.
Thomas now. Both players going down. No call. Thomas gets back up. Keeps her dribble against Tripp, but now knocked away by Carthage.
It's a good example of keep playing until you hear the whistle. If you don't hear a whistle, keep playing right there, because Thomas was able to win that ball back there as both players went down here on the near side.
Anderson will find Grove on the far side. 4:30 left in this first half. 1-0 Thunder. Shannon now. Wheaton brings it to the near side with Anthony. Lots of space. Rachel Jason giving chase. as Anthony finds Lee. Lee looks for a run from Amy Thomas, a little bit too far as Kayla Tripp will knock it out on the near side with 4:15 remaining. Another substitute for the Thunder. Mackenzie Williams entering the game. She'll give Taryn Lee a breather with 4:05 remaining.
The Thunder have done a great job this evening of really targeting their midfield and their forwards. But then the one thing we need to add on top of that, great, like I said, great possession, good job targeting.
Orweiler, left-footed cross into the box. Carthage able to clear, now with Grove giving chase on the far side for Wheaton.
And to finish that off, we just need to make sure that at the same time we have players that are making runs off the ball. So once we target, you know, the midfield, once the midfielders or forwards have the ball at their foot, that we have players off the ball that are, you know, creating dangerous opportunities and clearing out defenders by making runs wide.
Lauren Anderson will knock it forward, looking for Thomas. Carthage unable to maintain possession for very long here, as Carlson knocks it forward for Carthage. Giving chase, that was Michelle Sobey, just entered the game for the Lady Reds, as Thomas knocks it sideways for Lily. Carthage will settle in the middle of the field with Jaybeck. She'll turn to find Carosas on the far side. Left-footed pass forward, looking for number 12 on the far side, Hannah Sopeth. Will be knocked out by the Thunder. Carthage will have a throw.
And in Carthage, number 17,
substitute for the Lady Reds, Karen Schwobel into the game. She'll give Rachel Jason a break here with 2:45 remaining in this first half. Wheaton 1, Carthage 0. Throw on the far side, knocked out by Carthage. Lee Bedour will have a throw. Finds Shannon on the far side, right at the edge of the defending third. Foul on Carthage. Free kick for Wheaton. Lee Bedour, quick restart to Anderson, middle of the field. Switches sides. Finds Delatorre here on the near side. Delatorre patient with her pass. Intercepted, though, by Tripp for Carthage. Taken back by Thomas for Wheaton. Finds Orweiler right at the midfield stripe. Orweiler looking forward now. Long left-footed pass for Delatorre here on the near side. Carthage intercepting, taken back by Julie Schmidt. Now back to Orweiler for Wheaton. Moving towards the middle. Drops it off for Shannon. Taken away by Carthage. Carthage perhaps looking to counter here on this near side, with Sobey giving chase. Lee Bedour will let it roll out. Wheaton will have a throw just inside their half of the field. 1:30 remaining. Wheaton leading 1-0 against the Lady Reds of Carthage. Orweiler looking for some space here on the near side. Nice slide tackle there by Jen Carlson to knock it out. Throw for the Thunder on the edge of the attacking third. Delatorre quickly ahead to Thomas. But Thomas loses it out of bounds. It'll be a throw for Carthage.
We've got about 1 minute, 10 seconds here remaining in this first half. The score still Wheaton 1, Carthage 0. We have another throw here for the Thunder.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
Under a minute here at Joe Bean Stadium as Lauren Anderson now comes up. Trying to keep possession in the middle of the field. Anderson turning. Still has it here.
Yeah,
now finds Lee Bedour.
It appeared that she was being held, trying to get a call there from the ref, and just was not getting that call, but maintained the possession.
Orweiler
still have it.
will back it out to Shannon in the middle of the field, right at the edge of the attacking third, looking for Orweiler, intercepted by Carlson. Carthage will now move down the far side. That was Lily coming back to knock it away. So Anderson will gather for the Thunder. Sobey giving chase again for Carthage, and Shelby Anthony will take it on the far side. 10 seconds remaining here in this first half.
10,
knocked out
9,
by the Thunder. Carthage
8,
with a throw
7,
right
6,
at midfield.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it for the first half here at Joe Bean Stadium. Wheaton leads 1-0. Only goal of the game coming on a corner kick, or not a corner kick, a penalty kick, I should say, by Jamie Orweiler with 37:15 remaining in the first half. The penalty kick called for a run Taryn Lee made in the box, followed by Katie Rosenbrook of Carthage. Orweiler put it into the net. Wheaton leads 1-0. Your first impressions, Jennifer?
Well, one of the things that I've seen just that that this Thunder team has really kind of struggled with is just like we said, finding the back of the net. And that's one thing again tonight. You know, we really dictated, you know, the speed of the game, the flow of the game. We're possessing, but at the same time, you know, we're not putting that ball in the back of the net, and that's something I know has been a concern for Pete and Conga, you know, as well as the players. You kind of almost sense their frustration because they are possessing, they are getting opportunities, and sometimes it is just more difficult to find, you know, the back of the net. And it's not necessarily that you're doing anything wrong. You know, you just kind of have to play through that, and just hopefully, you know, one day you just kind of break through and you start to find the back of the net, you know. And even if it is, you know, like in situations like here with, you know, that foul they called inside the box, and then we have a PK. So I mean, you know, you find ways to score, and good teams find ways to score, and you know, we have been doing that throughout the course of the season thus far.
Well, and as you mentioned, Wheaton leading 12-1 in shots here in this first half. We'll give you some more of the first half statistics when we come back. Score at halftime: the Wheaton Thunder women's soccer team 1, Carthage Lady Reds 0. Let's send it now back to the WETN studios for halftime.
And well, that ends our first half of the Wheaton women's soccer game against Carthage College. Our score at halftime is Thunder 1 and the Lady Reds with none so far. We can thank Taryn Lee for the foul she drew within that box, giving Jamie Orweiler a penalty kick, which she was able to make. And we should also thank our commentators Brian Miller and Jennifer Klum for all of their perspectives on that game. I'm Noah Pickens, welcoming you back to the studio for our halftime show. And we'll have an interview as usual, and this time it will be with senior Maria Della Torre, who was out there playing on the field a minute ago. This is WETN Radio 88 FM. Stick around for the second half of the Wheaton Carthage women's soccer game.
This is the Thunder Sports Report. I'm Dan Balo, and today we are talking with Maria Della Torre, and she is from Naperville, Illinois, Wheaton Academy grad, but 4 years.
I'll mention homecoming weekend here on the Wheaton campus. The men will be in action tonight against Carthage at 7 o'clock. I just saw the Carthage men's team moving off to the locker room here. And then Wheaton will be taking on Augustana in football tomorrow, a 1 o'clock start for that game. So the men's game tonight and the football game tomorrow, you can hear those all on WETN and watch them on WETN TV. We're about 10 seconds away here from the start of the second half, though. Both teams are still huddled on their sidelines. Wheaton all-time against Carthage, 16-1. 16-1 since CCIW play has started.
That one being last year when the Thunder played Carthage at Carthage.
Thunder losing that game October 15th last year, 2-1. And Wheaton and Carthage and Augustana all finishing second in the CCIW last year with a conference record of 5-2. This year, Wheaton 2-0 in conference coming into, or 1-0 I should say, coming into conference today, and Carthage 0-2.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how at the collegiate level here, you think about this, what are we, 12 games in, we're 10-2? All right, and yet we're just beginning the conference play at this stage in the game. You really close your season out with your conference play before you head into that postseason.
We've got about 4 weeks to the CCIW tournament, which will be coming up at the beginning of November. I believe it's the first weekend in November. Commonly held at Wheaton College, as this women's team is often in first place. As the teams look to start here the second half. Wheaton moving left to right, white tops, blue shorts. Carthage moving right to left, all black with white numbers and trim. Kopelman working in the middle of the field, finds Orweiler. Ball comes to the near side. Orweiler pops it forward to Ann Turner, starting the second half for the Thunder. Right for the cross into the box, and Taryn Lee's header over the goal.
Oh, that was
actually
a
nice run by Lee.
That was really, really well done. Lee timed that run really well. She looked to get her head on it. She knew she wasn't going to be able to turn her hips to be able to get a shot on goal because she was running towards this near corner flag, and so she just tried to flick that ball and get it on goal. Fortunately went a little high, but that was really well done by the Thunder.
Goal kick for Carthage. Carthage with only one shot on the day thus far. Wheaton already with their first shot of the second half, just about 40 seconds in. Wheaton giving chase here on the near side. Turner knocks it forward for Lee. Lee working on the near side, looking for Berg. And Berg will drop it back to Turner. Turner right for the shot into the box. Spinelli able to grab it right before Allie Kopelman came streaking in.
Yeah, and that was great chase there by Kopelman, because as the keeper caught that ball, I don't know if you noticed, but that ball went to the went outside her body there. It looked like she might have bobbled it a little bit. Kopelman was chasing down that ball in case she in fact did. So it was good movement, good aggressive play here by the Thunder in this first 1 minute 20 seconds.
Foul here on Wheaton inside their defensive half. Carthage will restart from the middle of the field, actually, right from almost the middle of the midfield circle. It's be Rosenbrook, the defender, coming up to take this free kick. About 2 feet inside the midfield line. Rosenbrook's free kick to the top of the box. Anderson pops it up in the air for Wheaton. Turner knocks it forward with the right foot. Taryn Lee, Laura Weiler back to Lee. Now working in the middle of the field. She'll lose it as Carthage knocks it back forward. This is Jason giving chase. Elbow of the box here near side. Kishkunis, Thunder. Jason left-footed cross into the box. Anderson able to clear for Wheaton with 42:55 remaining.
Well done there. I saw as Carthage was attacking there. All right, the Thunder had all their marks. I was looking in the middle of the field here. Everyone was running. There was no one who was breaking free. Okay, Thunder seemed to be starting the second half with a little bit more energy here than we saw them play with in this first.
Kozlowski with a long throw into the box. Harrington giving chase for Carthage, unable to get to it. Left-footed shot into the box. We have a foul against Carthage as Anderson went down there. We'll have a free kick for Wheaton on this chilly day at Joe Bean Stadium. 47 degrees in Wheaton, but hardly feels like that.
No, it doesn't quite feel that
Wind
warm.
chill is actually about 41, and the wind is blowing out of the west.
We jumped right from summer into winter, it seems. Where's the snow, right?
Anderson with a free kick. Snow coming this weekend, supposedly. Or at least flurries, as Carthage works with it on the near side. Kozlowski loses it right at midfield. And Turner will have a throw for Wheaton. Looking up the near sideline for either Berg or Lee. Carthage knocks it forward. Giving chase for the Lady Reds was Shannon Chesna, unable to track it down. Anderson will have a throw. Just over 3 minutes into the second half. Wheaton leading 1-0. Berg and Krosis giving chase. Krosis keeps it in. Knocks it back, but knocked out by Carthage. Throw for Wheaton and Turner.
Carosis just knocked that ball back to the defender. Defender had that ball on her right foot, and her hips pointed towards this near sideline, and all she really could do there was play that ball out.
Carosis will throw it in for the Lady Reds. The pass back to Chesna, who wasn't expecting it. Kozlowski was expecting her to make it a run down the sideline. Wheaton will have it back. Kishkunis will throw here on the near side. Looking for Orweiler, just inside the midfield stripe. Headed out by Jaybeck for Carthage. Be a throw for Wheaton.
Anytime you throw the ball in, if that ball is anywhere near Jamie Orweiler's head, she will get ahead on that ball, and that's exactly what we saw there in that last play.
Bedore sends it forward for Wheaton. Kopelman giving chase, knocks it to Taryn Lee to Orweiler. We'll move it here to the near side to Kopelman. Knocked out by Jason, the forward for Carthage, coming back to knock that away. Kopelman will throw right at the edge of the attacking third.
In the middle there, it looked like we had a little bit of a miscommunication between Taryn Lee and Jamie Orweiler.
Long throw by Kopelman, headed away by Jason. Shot into the box by Berg. Wide of the near post.
Yeah, I like that aggressiveness on her part. She did a good job there. She had an open look. She took it. It was just wide, but those are the type of shots that Wheaton needs to take if they want to put more balls in the back of the net. All right, and I like that aggressive play on the part of Brittany Berg there. That was well done.
Goal kick by Carthage, knocked back. Carthage will send it forward again, this time looking for Kelsey Harrington now on the far side. She settles down a bit, finds Kayla Tripp. Tripp, though, knocks it to Shannon. Shannon knocks it out. It'll be a throw for Carthage on the far side. Quick restart. Looking for Chesna, now to the middle of the field. This is Harrington, popping it forward down the far side. Looking for a cross into the box. It'll be off Wheaton. First corner of the day for Carthage.
Carthage did a great job there of not slowing down the speed of play as they were going. They really did a great job. Wheaton didn't have numbers behind the ball, and they were able to earn themselves a corner kick here because they never slowed down, and that was really well done on their part because they didn't cut the ball back, slow the game down, and allow Wheaton time to get numbers behind the ball.
Maria Carosis, corner kick, far side, high, near post. Couple players going up for it, and it will be a handball on the Thunder. No, it'll be foul against Carthage. It'll be a Wheaton goal kick. No, it is a handball.
In fact, it is a
We
handball.
have a penalty shot for Carthage. A handball called maybe on Ann Turner there as the ball was loose in front of the box.
Keeping it interesting here
Penalty
at
kick
Joe
number
Bean Stadium here. The
10,
second penalty
Chesna.
kick here of the night.
Shannon Chesna will take this for Carthage. Hillary Barreto in goal for the Thunder. 38:53 remaining in this game. Chesna can tie it off this penalty kick. Official blows his whistle. Chesna's shot. Saved by Barreto.
Well done. You know, Barreto didn't commit. She didn't dive to the left, dive to the right. She just kind of stayed on her feet. That shot came right to her body. I'm so glad she didn't try to guess which way the ball was going to go, because sometimes people misstrike the ball, and that's what happened there. Well done on her part. I'm very happy for her. That was well played.
Wheaton now will have it on the far side. Delatorre to Orweiler. Taken away by Tripp for Carthage. Moves back to the middle of the field looking for Jason. Jason able to keep possession with Delatorre around her. Carthage sending it forward down the far side. Harrington knocks it off Kishkunis. Actually off Libadur. It'll be a throw in for Carthage with 38:05 remaining. Both teams in this game now with penalty kick opportunities. Wheaton converted in the first half. Jamie Orweiler scored. Just a moment ago, Shannon Chesna was unable to score as Hillary Barreto made the save. Orweiler looking forward now for Taryn Lee, making a run to the far corner. Rosenbrook giving chase as well. Lee looking to move to her right. Will cross it into the box. Right-footed cross and cleared by Carthage. There's Jackie Krug clearing. It'll be a corner kick for the Thunder on the far side.
Yeah, right there on that far side, Taryn Lee made a great run towards that far corner flag. Teammates got her the ball, and what I love about the way she plays is just she just kind of waits for the defender to almost get lulled to sleep, and then all of a sudden she just, you know, puts it into gear and got a great cross off, earned a corner kick.
Delatorre, low cross into the box, looking to the near post. Taryn Lee off the post. Spinelli able to dive on it. Taryn Lee got a foot on it, and it went off the outside portion of the post. Carthage goal kick. Spinelli, a long goal kick past midfield. Shannon will take it for Wheaton. Now taken back by Chesna. Drops it off for Jason for Carthage. Looking for a player there on the far side, looking for Scardamaglia. Lauren Anderson able to clear forward. And now Shannon has it for the Thunder. Back to Delatorre. Looking for some space on that far side. Sends it forward to Taryn Lee. Couple defenders now coming back as Lee tries to split them to the edge of the box. Lee giving chase, and Spinelli, a nice dive. Bobbled it a little, but able to maintain possession.
Yeah, as Lee was running back, you know, running towards the goal there, she was really getting triple teamed, and you could even see her jersey kind of extend as she was getting pulled. You see her kind of talking to the official, you know, asking him for that call. And in fact, you know, even from here, you can see that her jersey was being held, and that's the tough thing. And you know, and when you're Taryn Lee, everyone's out to get you, and they're always aware of where you are, and she does a great job of enduring a lot of high pressure, a lot of double team situations, and she's still very successful, even despite the amount of pressure that she faces.
Carthage giving chase here on the near side. Handball called on Kozlowski, just inside the Wheaton half.
I'm not sure that I've seen a game here at Joe Bean Stadium when both teams have had penalty kick opportunities in the same game. If I have, it's been a long time ago because I don't remember it. Very, very interesting turn of events here.
And Turner heading it for Wheaton off the Carthage throw. Kozlowski will drop it off for Karosis. Karosis looking to send it to the far side. Carthage pops it forward. Kishkunis giving chase as the Scardamaglia for the Lady Reds. Delatorre now will take it and send it forward for Libadur. Knocked out, though, by Scardamaglia. 35-15 remaining in this game. Val Lilly checking into the game. Brittany Berg will take a break. Wheaton leading 1-0. Jamie Orweiler scoring 7 minutes and 45 seconds into the game. Taryn Lee drew a penalty. Orweiler converted the penalty kick. Shannon sends it forward, looking for Lily, who just entered the game. Now Carthage looking to counter. Harrington with the ball, drops it for Kozlowski, able to keep it in. Turner giving chase though, and Turner will let it roll out.
In this first 10 minutes of play here in the second half, I would say both teams have had the most dangerous opportunities that we've seen pretty much all game, you know, aside from the penalty kick that Jamie Orweiler converted on there. But we see, you know, Carthage already had a penalty kick. Okay, Barreto made the save, and then Wheaton has had several nice opportunities. And I really like the kind of energy that we see this Thunder team coming out with during this second half.
Mary Beth Grove just entered the game for the Thunder. As Val Lilly trying to control here on the near side, she'll lose it. Carosis will have a throw. 34:05 remaining. Taryn Lee a few moments ago hitting the post with a shot.
Yeah, that ball a moment ago that Lily just tried to save, that's a tough ball to save, and especially on the turf, because this turf is so much faster than playing on a grass field.
Shannon knocks it forward to the Thunder to Lee, and we've got a foul there this time called on Jackie Krug. We've got a yellow card against Carthage.
Yeah, he has been calling a tight game, which is good. Surprised to see a yellow on that play, but at the same time, we'll take it.
Didn't look to be too hard of a challenge there, but we have seen some action between these two teams, especially with Taryn Lee. As Grove will take a free kick, about 10 feet inside the near sideline, and about 25, 30 feet into the attacking half. Grove will take it.
Beautiful ball.
Right-footed, top of the box. Lee able to get a head on it. Sends it to the far side of the box. Kopelman giving chase. Tripp defending for Carthage. Kopelman looking to turn the corner now. Loses the ball. And Scartamaglia knocks it out to the far side. It'll be a throw for Kopelman.
Nice composure on the part of Allie Kopelman. Really just looking to see if anything was going to open up, trying to maintain possession of the ball there until she was able to play it. Looked to turn the corner. Lost it, but then
Kopelman knocks it into the box. Orweiler got a head on it, but Spinelli again there for the save. Orweiler sent sort of an arcing header into the air. Spinelli had time to grab it, and she'll clear it down to midfield off the goal kick. Taryn Lee able to chase it down. Forward for Orweiler. Working in the middle of the field. Has Lily here on the near side. Pass ahead to her. Looks a little too far. It'll roll out past the end line.
Ball there just a little bit overpaced. One thing that I am noticing as the Thunder are attacking is that their attack, they're not using the width of the field right now, and it makes the job of the Carthage Lady Reds much easier because they haven't spread out, and because they're not spread out, they're not really allowing themselves lanes to actually look for their teammates. So you see kind of people in each other's way in the middle of the field here.
Ball knocked out here by Wheaton. Kozlowski will throw in for Carthage. 32 minutes remaining. Wheaton leading 1-0. Brian Miller and Jennifer Klum with you here on this chilly Friday afternoon at Joe Bean Stadium. Kishkunis has it taken away by Harrington. Harrington looking to move it to the middle. Orweiler sends it forward. Crosis heads it up now, and Orweiler will settle it down, drop it to Grove right here on the sideline. And Grove a little bit angry at herself, but knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, she had the right idea there. She just sent the ball out of bounds, but she opened up her hips. She was looking to send the ball up the line.
Grove sends it forward. Taryn Lee giving chase, and she will keep it in. Lee gets around her defender. Edge of the box, Taryn Lee. Right-footed shot, blocked by the defender. Katie Tripp on the block. Grove sends it now into the box, off at the head of a Carthage defender. We'll have a corner for the Thunder.
Right there, Taryn Lee did a great job. She beat her defender right on the end line, right outside the 18, or right outside the box. Took it in towards the near post, tried to slot it. It couldn't quite complete it, but earned a corner.
High corner, Della Torre. Far side, popped up in the air by Carthage. Team's giving chase now, and Carthage will take it. Spinelli will grab it off the ground with 30:45 remaining.
I like this. I like the opportunities that we've had this half. We've seen the Thunder be much more dangerous with the play that they have.
Lily here now on the near side, looking to work on Carosis. Lily loses it. Kozlowski will knock it forward for Carthage. Lauren Anderson there to grab it at midfield and knock it to Kishkunis on the far side.
Good decision.
Kishkunis to the far sideline to Della Torre. Has some space as Scartamaglia gives chase. Delatorre brings it back to the middle. More room. Delatorre around a defender. Top of the box. Right footed shot. Over the goal.
You know, one thing there, you know, with the different starting lineup here we have for the second half, they've pulled Mia back and they've had her defending. So right there, as she literally carried the ball about 30 yards. And part of that being, I'm not sure that Carthage was expecting her to make that run because she came out of the back. So she was able to take that ball right to the 18, really wasn't marked, and got a good look at the goal, but just sent a little high.
Delatorre showing some patience there, getting around a couple defenders. Wheaton leading 17-2 on shots on the day. As the ball now sent forward, Taryn Lee drops it for Orweiler. Trying to do a little give and go. Spinelli will pick it up for Carthage. Cheering you here in the background is some powder puff action. The sophomores and the juniors of Wheaton are squaring off. The juniors have 9. We cannot tell what the sophomores have. The other side of the scoreboard is blocked, but something just happened.
View.
As Grove will head it down for the Thunder. Ball poked ahead by Carthage, taken by Libadur. And she'll find Kishkunis on the far side. Scartamaglia giving chase.
Wheaton's really just kind of finding their shape right now.
Carthage has it at midfield. They find Jaybeck.
Nice pressure by Lily.
Both number 15s going at each other there, Lily and Jaybeck, as Jason knocks it back to Carthage, who pops it up, able to keep it in on the far side. Chesna giving chase. Libadur able to get around her.
Nice job by Libadur. She stepped over the ball, turned towards the outside, couldn't connect with her teammate's foot, but right idea there, trying to keep the ball out of the middle of the field.
Scartamaglia sending it forward. And now Wheaton able to take possession. It was the longest we've seen Carthage with the ball in the attacking third for quite a while here. Is Taryn Lee giving chase. She's able to get to it. Shot! Goal, Thunder!
Beautifully done.
And that time, 2 Carthage defenders didn't know quite what to do. Spinelli came off her line. And in the midst of all that, Lee able to poke it in to the far side.
Yeah, and Spinelli made a great decision there. You know, when you have a player that's coming full speed ahead at you and they have the whole goal to shoot on, you have to take away that angle and you have to come off your line right there. And Lee just did a great job of finding the corner. That was well done on the part of Lee, and that improves the Thunder to 2 goals and Carthage 0.
Taryn Lee, the unassisted goal. Carthage will restart here. Wheaton now has it at midfield. There's Brittany Berg forward to Lee, far side. Rosenbrook giving chase for Carthage. It'll be knocked off Lee.
Lee unassisted.
With that goal, Taryn Lee now has 14 goals on the season and has 91 career goals.
Coming in today, Lee was 22nd all-time in Division III on the career goals scored. A month more here of action in the regular season to improve on that, and hopefully some more time in the playoffs. A goal kick by Carthage is taken by Kopelman to Lee, back to Kopelman. Corner of the box, Berg, now working on the far side, moving to her left, and poked out by the Carthage defender. It'll be another corner for the Thunder.
Well done by Berg. She really she touched the ball there with her left foot, like she was going to actually cut it back, and then made the decision to just still attack towards that near post. Kind of caught her defender off guard. Once again, we have a corner kick for the Thunder.
Berg re-entered the game a moment ago. Delatorre, again, take the corner. This one a low corner, looking for Lee. Lee got a foot on it. Spinelli able to knock it away. It'll be another corner for the Thunder.
That's a great job by the goalkeeper there. Spinelli really dove and just deflected that ball out of bounds, but great reflexes by the keeper.
Delatorre will have another corner on the far side. Berg parked right in the middle of the goal.
You see Wheaton out there looking potentially to go for a short corner. Carthage all over it, taking people out there. And you see Wheaton decide to take.
This time Shannon will take it high into the air, into the box. Headed away by Carthage. And now forward. Rachel Jason will bring it forward, knocks it ahead. And Libadur will pop it back forward for Wheaton, looking for Kopelman, headed forward by Kozlowski. About 26:20 remaining in this match. Wheaton leading 2-0, a goal in the first half by Orweiler. And Taryn Lee's 14th of the season, just about a moment ago.
Could be trouble.
Now Harrington, breakaway for Carthage. Top of the box, Harrington, right-footed shot. Unable to get her foot on it, and Barreto makes the save. Looks like Harrington got her cleat stuck in the turf.
Yeah, it almost looked like she got her cleat stuck in the turf because, you know, from here, it looked like that for sure should have been a goal. You know, Barreto did a great job of coming off her line there, and it was almost like the ball was just almost like glued to that location there, and they both were tangled. They both went down in the play. We have a Carthage player who's trying to, looks like she's trying to walk off.
Harrington, who's walking a little gingerly here.
Yeah, definitely. But that was a great job, because we saw that Wheaton defense really get caught ball side. So as you know, as Carthage decided to send the ball towards that far side, there really was no one there. Everyone was at this near side, and it looked like she had a breakaway, and she did have an opportunity. Lauren Anderson was chasing her. Both players just trying to kind of get their feet underneath them right now.
It was Chesna delivering the pass to Harrington, who did have a breakaway. Unable to get a good shot off. It looked like her right foot got caught in the turf. Barreto able to make the save, and now you've got Barreto, looks like, taping up her shin guards.
Yeah, definitely. You got to give some credit to this Carthage team. They've had some great opportunities here. You know, they had a breakaway opportunity right there. They had a penalty kick that they took. So they've had some good opportunities here. They haven't been able to convert on those yet. But then that's something to take into consideration. You know, you're thinking, sometimes I sit up here and I think, I wonder what Pete and Conga are thinking as they're watching this game, you know, and they've got to be pleased that the score is 2-0, but at the same time, you know, this game could very, very easily be 2-2, because we're still having these moments where we have little breakdowns, and until those are taken care of, you know, teams are going to convert on those mistakes.
Barreto will throw it here to the near side to Kishkunis with 25:55 remaining. Wheaton leading 2-0. Carthage doesn't even get a shot off on that breakaway. As two teams fight here on the near side. Carosis working for Carthage. Jason now moves it to the middle of the field. It's Jay Beck sending it to Kozlowski. And Jason will take it back, looking ahead for Harrington. Harrington now moving to the middle of the field. Lauren Anderson coming up. The marker. Pass sent to the far side. Carthage looking for somebody back in the middle. Kopelman able to knock it forward. It'll go out at the far side. A throw for Carthage. Substitute for the Lady Reds, Jen Carlson entering the game.
That's a nice job there by Kopelman. She was really, you know, sprinting back there to try to get a deflection. She did just that. You know, Carthage got the ball there, but she got the ball out of the middle of the field and really just bought her team time to get behind the ball.
Scartamaglia trying to send a cross into the box on the far side, and she'll win a corner for Carthage. They're second in the afternoon, both of them coming here in the second half with 24:45 remaining. Carosis will move up to take this corner on the far side.
And we see the entire Wheaton team pushing back. Brittany Berg right at the top of the D here, and everyone's back to defend on this corner kick.
Carthage with 5 players to the edge of the box. Carosis, high cross. In the middle, nobody there, and finally cleared by Shannon.
The ball was just bouncing there in the box. Didn't know who was going to get to that ball first.
Krug has it for Carthage, looking forward for Carlson, who just entered the game. Carlson able to keep it in and wins another corner here on the near side off Grove.
Corner kick.
Well done on the part of the Carthage team. They've won 3 corners here in this second half.
24 minutes remaining. Carosis will now come to the near side to take this corner. The one a moment ago cleared by Wheaton after it bounced around for a few seconds with nobody touching it.
Wheaton once again playing a zone here on this corner kick.
Carosis looking for a right-footed cross into the box. The ball blowing off the line there.
It's a little windy here. You wouldn't know it, but that ball just won't stay still there for her.
Carosis, right-footed cross, high to the near post. Headed away by Grove. And Carosis will have a throw here on the near side. Quick throw into Kozlowski. Kozlowski trying to turn around Grove. Left-footed cross into the box, low. Shannon pops it up into the air. Barreto able to grab it.
Barreto did a nice job there. She stayed on her line, so she was able to come forward to get that ball as it popped up, because that ball actually popped up as Shannon touched it, and it went behind her towards the goal we're defending.
Val Lilly now moving down the near side for Wheaton. Popped up in the air by Carthage, but Lee giving chase again. Spinelli coming out, shot towards goal. Lilly too high. It was an open net. But Lily had a tough angle.
Yeah, I like the attempt, though. I like that aggressive mentality there. She saw the keeper was out almost, we're talking about a yard, you know, shy of the 18. She saw she had a whole open goal. You know, the only thing she could really get on that ball there was to try to get a nice volley, and she took that look.
Lily will have it again for Wheaton off the goal kick. Kopelman now on the near side, moves around Carosis, edge of the box. Kopelman, right foot across, into the box, looking for Lee. Lee header. Looked like it went a little bit behind her. Berg will settle it now on the far side, right foot across, high, into the box. Lily all alone. Goal, Thunder.
Beautiful. That was so well done right there. And you know what? They had the perfect personnel there. Brittany Berg, with her speed, was really able to keep that ball in bounds. Not every soccer player can keep that ball in bounds. You really had to have great speed, because Taryn Lee, I believe it was Taryn Lee's head, she tried to get a head on it. All right. And then Berg kind of followed that up.
Quick restart here by Carthage. I believe it was Val Lilly on the goal. Wheaton with a number of players there. I think 3 players unmarked right in the middle of the box off that Berg cross. And they were able to knock it in. A 3-0 lead for Wheaton with 22 minutes remaining. Delatorre now on the far side.
Of the season for number 15, Val Lilly. For number 6, Brittany Berg.
Wheaton has it on the far side. Will be knocked out for a goal kick for Carthage. Val Lilly credited with Thunder goal number 3 on the day, assisted by Brittany Berg. Spinelli that time had little chance to do anything. And a wide open net. Lilly heads it to the far corner. Berg fighting for it on the far side. Delatorre will send it forward, looking for Taryn Lee. Now Berg has it. It's Tripp defending for Carthage. Berg moves around her, has lots of space. Edge of the box. Left foot across, into the box. Lee! Shot! Oh, Grove. Unable to score.
It looks like that ball went in the back of the net.
It
did.
Number 16.
It did.
Looks like we have a goal for the Thunder.
Yeah. And
I believe that was Mary Beth Grove scoring.
That was, and I believe that came off of, my guess is a Brittany Berg cross. We'll see here in a minute. We'll see who that gets credited to. But at the same time, you know, you really just see Carthage like kind of crumbling right now. A lot of times you'll see that happen to teams, you know, in a short period of time. You see them give up a goal or two. You know, it's always that minute after a goal is always so important for the team that just got scored on. And unfortunately for Carthage, all right, they're kind of falling apart under that pressure.
Wheaton clears the midfield. I believe credit to the goal will go for Mary Beth Grove. No assist. We just heard the discussion among the statisticians here. Hard to see what happened, and we weren't even sure it had crossed the line here on the near side. But Grove will get credit with Kopelman with the ball. Middle of the field, looking for help. Lily here on the near side, nobody around her. Elbow of the box, right for cross, into the box, looking for Lee. Unable to get her foot on it as Carthage pops it up.
It's almost as if here this Carthage team just has completely lost their marks here in this last couple minutes. Because even right here, when we had the ball, I think it was Lily just had the ball over here, crossed it in. They weren't marked.
Berg giving chase again on the far side. Edge of the box, cuts it back. Oh, it just loses it. She was just about to unleash a cross there. I believe that was Tripp who took it away. Carthage will clear to midfield. Lily knocks it forward for Wheaton. Berg again on the far side, able to track it down. Wheaton with 3 quick goals here in the second half. 3 goals in the span of about 7 minutes. Taryn Lee, Val Lilly, and Mary Beth Grove all scoring.
Amazing how that happens. Sometimes you play 60, 70 minutes of soccer with not any goals aside from a penalty kick here, and then all of a sudden you see 3 within a 7-minute period of time.
Lauren Anderson taking the ball across midfield with some space, wins it back. It was off Rosenbrook, and now Rosenbrook will take it back. Anderson and Rosenbrook go down, no call. As Carthage has it on the far side, but loses it to Kishkunis. And we've got some substitutes gathering here on the near sideline after those goals. As Lily has it now in the middle of the field, poked away by Carosis. Will be picked up by Chesna for Carthage near midfield. Working to the far side against Kishkunis. Drops it off. Pass back for Chesna, taken by Liebador. And Wheaton will regroup with Anderson popping it to midfield. Liebador will take it back to Shannon in the middle. Flicks it back to Anderson. Finds Kopelman. Kopelman drops it back to Grove. Grove will pop it up down here on the near side, looking for Lily. Crosis also giving chase. Lily trying to keep it in, unable to do so. And we'll have some substitutes into the game. See if we can keep track of all these here. Number 14, number 18, and number 20 for Carthage. That's Jen Petrowski, Julie Schmolt, and Rachel Jason. Entering the game for Wheaton, Shelby Anthony. Jason loses it for Carthage. Kopelman giving chase. Kopelman will win it against Petrowski. Excuse me, that's Krug for Carthage. Ball ahead for Lee. Carthage able to clear with 18:15 remaining. Wheaton leading 4-0. It was a 1-0 game at the half. Wheaton scored 4 times in the span of 7 minutes. Just a few moments ago, as Jason brings it now to midfield. Kopelman, though, coming back, able to take it away. Ball will roll out here on the near side.
Ball's up and over Shelby. Lauren Anderson steps in to win the ball.
Looks like we have a foul on Anthony working against Sobey here. Free kick for Carthage. I believe this will be Rosenbrook coming up to take it.
We see
5'8" defenseman.
We see the Thunder holding at the 18 here. This ball's about 35 yards out from the end line.
Rosenbrook, long cross, right into the box. Shot on goal. Unable to get to the goal line there, and Wheaton able to clear as Grove will pop it forward for Lilly.
Beautiful ball there by Carthage. Well placed far post. It even connected with one of her teammates' feet. She just couldn't get a solid strike on the ball there to be able to put it away. Had she been able to do that, could have definitely been a different story for the Lady Reds.
Couldn't quite tell who had that attempt for Carthage. Carthage does not have numbers on the front of their uniforms, and so if they're facing us, a little bit hard to tell as the ball comes here to the near side. Kopelman will have a throw for Wheaton, just inside their defending half, and actually she won't have a throw because she's just heading out of the game as Esther Tan will check in. Grove will take the throw instead with 16:30 remaining. I assume as a player, when you're playing on a cold day like today, it's a nice reward to get a win.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And probably the horrible part is that this isn't too cold in the whole scheme of things.
Taryn Lee, diagonal pass into the box, shot, saved by Spinelli. Great pass by Lee.
No sooner did Tan get into the game, and she had an opportunity right there to score a goal. That first touch just got knocked a little too far away from her body in order for her to maintain true possession of the ball.
Jason heading it forward for Carthage as Anderson clears it back out. Lee heading it forward. Berg chasing it down on the far side. Rosenbrook looking to control for Carthage. Berg wins it, and the official says play on. Here's Taryn Lee towards the end line. Left foot across into the box, looking for Lily again. Looks like she got the back of her head on it. She was right in front of the goal. Grove unable to keep it in here on the near side. It'll be a throw for Carthage.
Great hustle there. Mary Beth Grove really trying to just keep that ball in bounds. Wasn't able to save it, but good effort on her part.
Wheaton now leading 22-3 in shots on the day as we're down to 15:20 remaining. We'll get a handball on the Carthage defender. Number 18 and number 18 working on each other. That was Michelle Sobey getting called for the handball.
The referee just waiting a moment to see if Wheaton had advantage or not.
Grove, long pass into the box. Lily trying to volley it forward. Ends up going sideways.
Yeah, she was looking to put that ball on goal, but she couldn't quite get those hips rotated around to be able to put it on frame.
Schmolt has it on the far side for Carthage, looking ahead for Chesna, and Wheaton taking it away. Liebador back there for the Thunder. Berg back to Shannon at the midfield line. Wheaton now moving forward. Shannon forward to Lee, right in the middle. She'll send it to Berg. On the far side, finds Esther Tan. And it'll be knocked out by Carthage on the far side, knocked out by Julie Schmolt. Carthage coach asking her players to look for some space here. As Shannon comes up to take this inside the box, looking for a shot, unable to take it. Lee with a long shot, and wide of the near post.
Yeah, it looks like their coach was actually calling. She said she was asking her players to try to find feet, because what's happening is they're playing the ball forward where there's space, but they're not making passes out of the back to their teammates, and therefore no sooner do they win the ball and they've given up possession of the ball, and they're having to chase and defend right away. So they're always defending because they're never possessing.
Goal kick by Carthage, headed forward by Shannon, right to Taryn Lee, but a couple defenders come in to shut that down. Jason will clear for Carthage. At a stadium this size, a Joe Bean Stadium, we hear lots of things. Of course, the two teams right in front of us here in front of our booth. Actually, we're closer usually to the visitor side than we are to the home side. As Shelby Anthony will settle it down for Wheaton. Come to the near side to Grove as the defense swings it around. Grove will look forward for Lilly, intercepted by Carosis. Carosis looking for some space here on the near side. Sends it to the middle, nobody there. Shannon will knock it back to Lilly, who's bodied off the ball. Carosis will take it for Carthage, but Shannon intercepts. And Shannon plays it off Jason. Wheaton will have a throw at the edge of their defensive third. 13 minutes left. We have the makings of a pretty good sunset here on this Friday afternoon. It would have been unthinkable if you woke up this morning and saw all the rain and clouds.
Very, very true. Thankfully, the rain kind of petered off here, and we've had a pretty nice game. It's gotten nicer here as the night has progressed, most definitely. It was misting when I walked in, and now it's a nice fall/winter evening here in Wheaton, Illinois.
Kicked forward by Carthage off the official that time as Shannon knocks it ahead. Carthage will settle at midfield. Sobey has it now, looking for Jason. Jason, the leading scorer, freshman from Naperville, or Deerfield, I should say. Deerfield sends it to the far side. Libador able to track it down, and it'll be a goal. Actually,
Corner kick.
a corner kick for Carthage. A little bit of a
I
surprise.
was going
I'm
to say,
pretty sure the Wheaton player.
questionable call there, but we'll let it go at that. It looked like Libador didn't go in for the tackle because she believed the last touch was off of the Carthage player. Therefore, she just let it roll out of bounds, only to have the linesman say that that was going to be a corner kick. So she was surprised there on that call. Once again, Wheaton pulling everyone back, playing his own here on this corner kick.
Sopith checks in for Carthage as Carosis takes the free kick. Short of the near post, ball bouncing again. Barreto able to grab it. We've seen a couple of those corners from Carthage in the second half, finding nobody.
Yeah, you've seen actually the ball actually dropping, you know, in the 18. No one necessarily being able to get to that ball. But Barreto did a nice job once again of staying on her line. Was able to move forward. She still had her players on the posts. They hadn't been called forward, and she caught the ball cleanly.
Della Torre now moving forward for Wheaton, looking for Lilly in the middle. Lilly cuts it back, edge of the box. Knocked away by Carthage. Shannon will come up and take it for Wheaton. 15 feet inside midfield. Clark back into the, actually it's Anderson for Wheaton, heads it forward for Grove.
Right there, Carrie Shannon had the ball in the middle of the field, and you hear Conga calling for Shelby to make that run outside because Carrie was just trying to maintain possession of it, but she didn't have anyone really to drop that ball to. He was looking for that run outside.
Grove taking the ball inside the box, knocked away by the defender. Sobey knocking it away. Harrington giving chase for Carthage. Esther Tan comes back and wins it for the Thunder. Back to Anderson, finding Libador on the far side. 10.5 minutes remaining. Wheaton and Carthage will see a reprise of this match just with male players here at about 7 o'clock.
Right there, it just looks like the two players got tangled. Their arms were tangled. One went down. Foul was called on Carthage.
Free kick for the Thunder. Back to Anderson. Finds Anthony in the middle of the midfield circle as Wheaton looks to reverse field here to the near side. Finds Grove. Grove finds Lilly here on the near side, but Lilly turned the wrong way, and Carosis will have a throw for Carthage. Two new players in the lineup for Carthage.
Sarah Scarborough.
Deborah Kozlowski and number 5, Sarah Scardamaglia.
Yeah, I like what Mary Beth Grove was trying to do there. She was trying to play the ball up the line, and that was a great ball to play. Couldn't quite get her feet to make that pass, but you could see that she was trying to do the right things there.
Taryn Lee with it at the edge of the box. Two players giving chase. Lilly shot. Oh, just missed the near post.
Wow.
Spinelli came off her line. Lilly had an open side and missed it.
Beautiful ball there played by Taryn Lee. She really just stood her defender up, slotted that ball towards the near post, and Lilly got a great look.
9:15 remaining. Wheaton leading 4-0 against Carthage. 3 second half goals as Anthony sends a pass forward for Lee. Both players go down. And it looks like we're going to get a call against Lee, working against Jackie Krug. Both players a tough spill here on this cold afternoon. It'll be a free kick for Carthage. We've seen Mary Beth Grove listed in your program as a defender, moving forward quite a bit today and scoring the 4th goal for the Thunder.
That's a nice thing about having soccer players, is that they can play anywhere on the field. And you see her moving forward and playing in the midfield here.
Jason held possession there for Carthage as they look to move it to the far side of the field. It's Esther Tan flying through the air to head it forward, and Berg will settle it down for Wheaton. Finds Lily in the middle of the field.
Oh.
Lily has space on the far side if she looked there, but now Taryn Lee, top of the box, cuts it back to her left. Shot, left-footed shot. Spinelli able to save it.
Well done. If Taryn could have taken that ball and hit the far post, that would have been a goal there. She did a great job. The one thing I was noticing there is Esther Tan did a great job. She intercepted that ball with her head, headed it forward, and you just watch her. She was sprinting up that sideline, giving her teammates an option, and that was really well done. Sometimes, you know, when you don't get credit for stuff like that, but coaches notice those types of things.
Brittany Berg turning towards the box, cleared by Carthage. The foul just a moment ago on Sopith for Carthage, this time on the Thunder. Carthage will look to do a quick restart.
Yeah, that was definitely a questionable call.
This is Sopith, forward for Carthage, working on the far side against Libador. Sopith high, into the air. Barreto going for the save. Cleared away by Anderson.
Yeah, it looked like Barreto was trying to punch the ball there. Thankfully, several of the Thunder defenders were behind Barreto when she stepped forward. And as the goal was open there, Carthage got a foot on it, but deflected by a Wheaton defender.
That was Kozlowski with the shot attempt. High, into the box. Barreto again coming off her line, able to keep it now here on the near side with 7:10 remaining. Wheaton leading 4-0, looking to improve to 11-2 on the season and 2-0 in conference play. Taryn Lee giving chase. Oh, just able to keep possession, almost had it around the defenders. Trying to go through the legs of Jason, but Jason will take it back. Working to the middle, Grove and Shannon now in front of her. Jason trying to cut it back. Shannon takes it away. Sent forward for Taryn Lee. Lee, middle of the field, looking for Lily. Lily working one-on-one. Lily, top of the box, right-footed poke. Both players go down, no call. That was Lily, this time working on Rosenbrook. Spinelli able to grab it. Quick throw to Karosis, who sends it forward to Kozlowski. Kozlowski behind Della Torre now. Kozlowski into the box. Left-footed cross. Anthony able to get a foot on it for Wheaton, and Anthony will knock it out of the near side.
Very, very interesting defensively there. We had Mia chasing, we had Lauren Anderson sweeping there, and yet neither of the two of them really closed in space there, as she was, you know, definitely inside the 18 there. I think the Thunder definitely are fortunate in that situation because she had a lot of space and could do pretty much anything she wanted with that ball.
Ann Turner enters the game for Wheaton. Caitlin Libadour leaving a throw actually awarded to Wheaton there. Anthony will throw it in to Grove, who knocks it back to Anthony. Pops it back towards the middle of the field. Taryn Lee still in this game with 5:30 remaining. As Lily tries to take control, but Jason will knock it back to Karosis. And Karosis will find Rosenbrook back at the edge of the 18-yard box. And Spinelli now will clear, but Spinelli clears right to Lily. Here's Taryn Lee. Lee, edge of the box against Rosenbrook, trying to move to her left. Rosenbrook poked the ball away. Lee gets it back, but Jason will take it for Carthage. Looking ahead for Rosenbrook, finds Kozlowski again. Here working on Lauren Anderson. Shannon coming back. Kozlowski into the box. Anderson got a foot on it, and let's see what the officials call. They will call a...
My guess is a goal kick. That was well done. Lauren Anderson did a great job there of stepping in and trying to win that ball. It's a hard job as a sweeper. You have to know when to leave the middle of the field, and if you step out and win the ball, you need to make sure that you truly can win the ball. You can't be uncertain of it. You've got to go all out. You have to make quick decisions, and you have to be certain of the decision that you make. It's a tough spot to be in, and Lauren does a good job of making, you know, quick decisions and sticking with them.
Carthage sending it into the box. Shannon able to clear. 4:40 remaining. Taryn Lee just came off a moment ago. Mackenzie Williams checking into the game as Kozlowski shoots it into the box. Barreto will grab it easily here on the near side. Carthage now with 5 shots on the day to 25 for Wheaton, who lead 4-0 with 4:15 left. Headed forward by Lily. Lily will have control. Knocks it to Grove here on the near side. Krosis giving chase. Grove trying to work around her, but Grove knocks it out.
Yeah,
Krosis will have a throw.
Grove really looking for someone to make that diagonal run so she could play the ball down the line. Really didn't have an option there. was going to at least play it to space, but couldn't quite connect on that pass.
Kozlowski looking for Harrington on the near side, a little bit too far. Throw for Wheaton. Shannon, knock it forward, looking for Mackenzie Williams. Williams loses it, knocked away by Jackie Krug. And now Carthage looking to move up the far side of the field, but there's Brittany Berg all of a sudden.
And it looks like he's reaching for a card.
A yellow card.
In fact, he has.
I believe against Mackenzie Williams. Didn't quite see what happened there. She was working against Casey Jabeck. The ball was past the two of them.
And that's the second card that's been awarded in tonight's matchup.
First one was to Jackie Krug earlier in the game. This one goes against Wheaton. A free kick for Rosenbrook for Carthage. About 6 inches inside midfield on the Wheaton half.
Yeah, the Wheaton defensive half of the field.
Rosenbrook high towards the top of the box. A couple players going up there. Turner able to keep it away. Popped into the air by Carthage. It was Sopith heading it or kicking it forward. Esther Tan will track it down on the far side of the box. She'll head it forward. Della Torre will take it. Quickly looking ahead to Berg, but a little bit too far there. It'll be a throw for Carthage right at midfield with 3 minutes remaining. Wheaton leading 4-0. Mackenzie Williams now has it at midfield. Has Lily running hard down the near side. Carosis also giving chase. And Carosis will try to clear. She got lucky there. Ball bounced off Lily. Back to her. And she is able to clear. Kozlowski now ahead past midfield. Working one-on-one against Lauren Anderson. Near side. Kozlowski again moving to her left. Into the box. Anderson uses her body. Kozlowski gets it back. We'll see. And it's awarded a goal kick for Wheaton. And it looked like maybe it went through Anderson's legs there.
Yeah, it did. I mean, definitely. I thought it might have been deflected right off of her foot, and I thought he may award a corner kick, but he decided it was a goal kick.
2:20 remaining. Wheaton leading 4-0. As Kozlowski heads it backwards. It'll be a throw for the Thunder. Grove will take it here on the near side. Looking for Lily or Williams. Williams now giving chase. Has a step on the defender. She's got Lily in the middle of the field. Williams, edge of the box. Moves around the defender. Looking to get a cross off. And unable to keep it in. Past the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Carthage.
Yeah, she could have just gotten one touch right inside that defender. The defender was chasing on her left shoulder. If she could have cut right in front of her, she may have been able to slot that ball on the ground to one of her teammates. But if you can't kind of cut in front of your defender, then it's a tough ball to play.
Foul called there on Rachel Jason against Carrie Shannon. Wheaton will have a free kick with under 1:30 remaining. Grove will take a free kick about 20 feet inside the Carthage defending half. So wind has picked up a little bit here at Joe Bean Stadium. It'll be a chilly men's game tonight. 7 o'clock, Wheaton against Carthage. Ball into the box. Della Torre, a shot over the net. Left-footed shot, a little bit too high. Carthage goal kick.
We've seen some great
1 minute.
Scoring here in the second half, and we've seen also a lot of great attempts that haven't resulted in goals, but a much different mentality here for the Thunder here in the second half. Really happy to see them find the back of the net. Glad to see that they have a lot of fight in them still.
Kozlowski trying to work in the middle of the field. Grove knocked it away, but Jason wins it back. Kozlowski trying to send it back towards the middle. With 35 seconds remaining, cut off by Turner on the far side for Wheaton, who's able to boot it forward. Can't find Berg. It'll roll out for a Carthage throw. 30 seconds left. Be popped in the air by Carthage, sent forward by Krug. Looking for Harrington. Here's Kozlowski. Long shot, high into the air, wide of the far post with 15 seconds remaining. And we'll see here if Barretto decides to actually take this kick or not. I don't think they will as Anderson comes back.
4, 3, 2.
Well, they do here to the near side and Turner, but that will do it. Wheaton defeats Carthage 4-0. 3 second half goals for the Thunder. Wheaton now 11-2, 2-0 on the season. Carthage drops to 5-7, 0-3 on the season. Jennifer, your thoughts on the game?
Well, I felt, definitely as we look at this second half, Wheaton looked like a different team in the second half, and it wasn't just because Carthage was having breakdowns. Like, Wheaton was actually creating dangerous opportunities. In the first half, it just didn't feel like the Thunder had that same level of energy. They converted on a penalty kick. Jamie Orweiler scored, about 7 minutes into the match. But at the same time, as they were getting looks, they weren't dangerous looks, and there weren't looks that were going to result in goals. And that's really, what we were looking for. And I did see definitely a change in that regard during this second half, and really happy for them that a lot of people scored. So it was a well-fought battle. Carthage just had several letdowns in a really short period of time. And like I said before, oftentimes you'll see that that's what happens in a soccer game. Sometimes when one thing falls apart, then everything else starts to crumble. So well done by the Thunder. I thought that they did a great job of possessing the ball. I think I'm interested to see what Pete has to say about the pace of the play. At times it felt a little slow to me, and I'm interested to know what Pete thought of what he saw. He's got to be happy. You're happy with a win, but at the same time you're always looking to improve. And the reality of the situation is that the type of competition that they're going to see, down the road, we're thinking postseason here, is going to be a lot higher than what they saw tonight. So very happy that they won this game 4-0. At the same time, I think they're all well aware that their level of play is going to need to raise, because the quality of their opponent is going to raise as well.
Wheaton with a 4-0 win today as Coach Felski races up here. The big game perhaps on the schedule, Illinois Wesleyan will be here at Wheaton on October 28th. Illinois Wesleyan, number 6 in the country. Wheaton, number 13 this week. Wesleyan 10-0-2 on the season. That game coming up in a few weeks. But we have Coach Felski.
Thank you.
Coach, congratulations on a win. Your first thoughts about this game today?
Underwhelming. I'll be honest. We've got a lot of questions, and every time I speak to you guys, I think I have more and more questions. So I'm not sure which direction we're going. We're finding a way to win, but we're certainly not playing great soccer. I appreciate our effort at times, and we are finding a way to score goals. Just enough to make us the victors in these games. But I'll be honest, I've got a lot of questions, and we got to sit down and do some work on it.
Talk about maybe even just like the pace of the game. The one thing that I was noticing up here was just that it seemed to be really slow, compared to, especially, compared to what we've seen in years past. And I know that that's what you're working towards, and that's your standard, and your standard is really high, and maybe we don't see that like quite yet. You have a lot of different bodies that are seeing the field right now. More, I would say, people that, you never really know whether they're going to get in games. You're
Sure.
just trying to mix up. You're trying to find what's working. What are you thinking as all those players are kind of cycling through the...
I think you'd be a good coach. I think we're just trying to find something. And you kind of answered the question with the question. We're just searching. And we're giving players 5-10 minutes. And I know that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when we have players going games, we expect them to be ready. We expect them to be fit and hungry. And I think what you see now is you're exactly right. The pace of the game is not real high, because I'm not sure our passion for and love for the game is real high. Why that is, I don't know. During the first half, I pulled Mary Beth Grove over, and I just said, Mary Beth, what's wrong with us? And I didn't mean it, we stink. What's wrong with this? Just say, what's wrong with us, Mary Beth? And she kind of hinted to the fact that we just need to find the love again. And we love playing soccer, but we don't look like we're enjoying competing to the best of our abilities. We've got some questions, and we need to start with each individual player and coach, don't get me wrong, in trying to turn this thing around a little bit.
Coach, today, to an outside observer, they might just see a 4-0 win and say, hey, it's another Wheaton win. What would happen if your team gave an effort like this in a couple weeks against Illinois Wesleyan? What might be the outcome?
we don't even ask in a couple weeks against Illinois Wesleyan. We're asking what do we do, the next game, whoever that may be. It could be a short postseason if we happen to get there. And like you said, daily I run into people who just say, yeah, you're winning. When it comes tournament, you guys are going to turn it around and keep going. I'm not sure that's the case. 4-0 win is nice, don't get me wrong, but we're not playing very good soccer right now. Not playing with a lot of passion, and that concerns me about the future.
Did you feel like the second half, at the beginning of the second half, that there was a higher energy from your team at all, or did you see a difference between first half and second half, or not at all?
Oh, no, I did, and again, if I could say, hey, we did a great job at halftime of inspiring and showing them, how to get excited about playing soccer again, I'd say that, but we didn't. It was a subdued halftime. It was a pointed halftime as far as certain things that we need to finish better, obviously, and get better. But yeah, I don't know. We come out here every day, and it's which team's going to show up. So we'll see.
You'll keep working.
What can we expect to see from Augustana in your next game?
I've seen Augustana play. I watched them play Carthage. They are a solid squad up and down the lineup. They're much improved as far as athleticism, talented players on the field. They're more confident this year. They're playing well. You're going to see a battle. It's at Augie on their home turf. So it's going to be, if we don't find something in the next few days, it could be a real test. So.
Well, thank you, Coach. We appreciate your time.
No problem. I just want to shout out to Laura Karsten with surgery, and we're praying for you, and we look forward to having her back here soon. So,
thank you, Coach. Some stats from today's game. On the day, Wheaton outshot Carthage 26-5. Corner kicks in favor of the Thunder 9-4. Saves 11 for Carthage, 4 for Wheaton. Fouls about even, 11 for Carthage, 12 for the Thunder. The 4 goals by Wheaton, 1 scored 7:45 into the game, Jamie Orweiler off a penalty kick, and then 3 within a 7-minute and 2-second period in the second half. Taryn Lee, Val Lilly, Mary Beth Grove, all scoring to give Wheaton a 4-0 victory. Any final thoughts, Jen?
Final thoughts? Well, like Pete said, they are definitely finding ways to win, and we definitely wish them the best. And we do hope that they start clicking as a team and finding that passion that he's talking about. And I commend Pete. I like it when people are honest. He wasn't being derogatory, but he was honest. He thinks that they're capable of more, and I like that. That's a sign of a good coach, someone who's going to push the team to accomplish what he knows they're capable of. And our hope is that the Thunder will do just that this season.
Wheaton improves to 11-2 on the season and 2-0 in the CCIW. That'll wrap it up for this broadcast of Wheaton Thunder Women's Soccer. The next women's game comes this Wednesday, October 14th, as the Thunder travel to Augustana. That game will be carried live on WETN and WETN.org at 7 p.m. A quick reminder, the Wheaton Thunder men's team takes on Carthage at 7. Both teams have taken the field for warm-ups here. That game will start around 7. That game will also be here live on WETN and WETN TV. For Jennifer Klum, I'm Brian Miller saying so long. The Wheaton Thunder women's team improves to 11-2 on the season with a 4-0 victory over Carthage College. Let's now send it back to the WETN studios.
And so ends the game. Thanks again to Jennifer Klum and Dr. Brian Miller for their voices. And thank you for listening to this presentation of Wheaton College Sports. I have to say, I was not expecting such a succession of goals in this second half. We got to witness a handball within the Thunder box. However, goalie Hillary Barreto managed to stop that. From then on, the Thunder was able to drive in some quick goals. Still, though, Coach Felsky is asking for more.